YouTube just released a feature that creators have been asking for over 12 years, and they have been promising it to us for almost just as long. It's finally here for most creators and is rolling out really quickly. So I don't normally make videos like this, but we really felt like we just had to get this one out to update you guys on what is going on. Okay, so the feature is A/B testing, if you aren't familiar, and it's actually ABC testing now because they gave us the option to run 3 thumbnails. So how it works is you are able to upload 3 different thumbnails and YouTube will test them with your audience to figure out which one performs the best. Now, this is big. I mean, you can imagine what a big difference this is going to make for creators if it works. And so we're gonna get into that, and I'm also gonna show you how to find out if you even have it, because most people have it at this point on June 13th, the time of recording this. It seems like about 50% of channels have it. So to check, just go to any of the videos on your channel and click the little details button. It can be a video you've already published or one that you haven't published yet. Scroll down to where you normally upload the thumbnail, and there's 3 little dots. If you click there, at the bottom, there will be test and compare of this little scroll down list. So if you don't see it, you don't have it yet, or you haven't turned on advanced features. Make sure you have advanced features on, and here's how to do that. Just go check over here. Okay, and then some other really quick details. First of all, it's only on the computer version right now. If you're looking in the app, you're not gonna see it no matter what. And you can't test thumbnails on videos that are made for kids, for mature audiences, or on private videos. I'm not really sure why they're doing that with made for kids or mature audiences. I don't know, maybe that'll change later. If you don't have it yet, don't worry, because they say they are rolling it out to all creators in the coming weeks, and they said that 3 days ago. I mean, maybe with their track record, you should worry a little bit, but I imagine that you're going to get it really soon because we're seeing it on new channels every day. But here's the kicker. We have had it for over 6 months and we've been beta testing it, and I have some serious doubts on how well it works for all creators, especially smaller creators. And honestly, guys, I really hate to tell you that because you've probably been waiting for it a really long time if you knew about it. And if you didn't know about it, you're probably really excited to hear about this feature because it could be game-changing. And the feature looks so cool. I mean, when we first got access to it, we were so excited. We were running tests left and right. And then we started to get really worried about some things. But we're going to cover that in a future video coming really soon. And maybe those problems are why it's been in the works for so many years and they keep promising it to us and telling us it's coming soon, and we're just now finally getting it. While researching this video, I found a hilarious Reddit post about just this thing, how long we've been waiting for it. So I'm gonna put that at the end of the video. Okay, let's dive into the nitty-gritty on exactly how this works and all the little nuances with the features. So the first big thing to cover is that they are measuring it with a metric called watch time share. Now, if you ever keep an eye on your analytics, that's probably really surprising to you because thumbnails and click-through rate kind of go hand in hand. But instead, they're tracking it by looking at how much watch time each of the thumbnails got you at the end of the day. So here's an example. Let's say that YouTube showed all 3 of your thumbnails to 200 people each. And for thumbnail A, 100 people clicked on it, and thumbnail B, 50 people clicked on it. But with thumbnail A, those 100 people didn't stick around very long because maybe the thumbnail was a little bit clickbaity and the video didn't seem to deliver on what they expected to get. And then on thumbnail B, it was only 50 people, but those people actually watched a good percentage of the video. So overall, those people spent more time on your video than the 100 people. Then YouTube would say that thumbnail B is doing better. Now, a lot of people are really upset about this, and I kind of get it. I would love to see click-through rate and other metrics, but if they can only show us one thing at this time, then I get that watch time share probably does make more sense than click-through rate. There's a lot of things with this that I hope get updated in the future. Now, the second big thing to cover is that you won't see any percentages at all on how these thumbnails are performing until you have a lot of impressions. For a while, they were saying that it's 5,000, and I can't actually find anything documented on that, so they might have changed it, or they might just want to have the flexibility to change it. But based on a test we ran just the other day, it does seem like about 5,000 is when you get to see those percentages. So will it work on really small channels? Maybe not. So they let you run the test for 2 weeks, but if you're not getting 5,000 impressions within the span of 2 weeks, you're not going to be able to see any data at all, and the test will just end and it will automatically select the top thumbnail. And I don't mean the top thumbnail that performed the best. It will just be the number one, the first one that you uploaded. So will this work for very small creators? I don't think so. But let's say you get those 5,000 impressions within the 2 weeks that you're running the test. There's still 3 possible outcomes. There is a definite winner label, a preferred label, and an inconclusive label. Now, I'm not going to read the entire help page. I will link it in the description, or even the entire paragraphs on each of these things. But I do want to point this out and quote them verbatim because I think we have data that proves otherwise. And so if I'm going to disagree with them, I want to at least make sure that I quote them accurately. So they say, once a test is complete, you'll see a report with your results. You'll see a winner label if a thumbnail clearly outperformed other thumbnails based on watch time share, and we're sure that these results are statistically significant. Okay, moving on, because we're not getting into that yet. So if that happens, YouTube automatically sets that as your thumbnail. You can change it manually, but they will just kind of automatically set it. Okay, let's keep going. They say more. You might also see a preferred label, which means the thumbnail likely outperformed other thumbnails based on watch time share, but we're less sure that viewers prefer this thumbnail compared to one that got a winner result. Now, I like that they do this because if they are not sure, they really should be telling us that they are not sure. And if you run this test on your own, I really don't want you to give too much credit to this preferred thing, especially if the thumbnail test isn't done running and they haven't given you any label. Listen to me. Listen to me. I do not care if one of your thumbnails says it's getting 58% and one of your thumbnails says it's getting 29%. You cannot be sure that that 58% one is any better or any more appealing to your audience or the larger YouTube audience that doesn't know about you yet than the 28% video. Trust me on that. Okay, sorry, I'm getting off topic again. We're saving that for later. Okay, they go on to say, if there's no clear winner, the first thumbnail would be selected and shown to your audience. If there's no clear winner, trust them on that. There is no clear winner and don't give any weight to it, even if one shows a higher percentage than the others, okay? So then they give this little disclaimer. Remember that regardless of test results, choosing a thumbnail is up to you. You can always manually select the video thumbnail you want to use, even if it wasn't the winning preferred option, which is cool. I'm glad that they let you ultimately make the decision, because ultimately you really should be. Okay, a few more really important things. So like I said, we have had this feature for over 6 months. And if you want to ask us questions about what we've been testing, we are going live on Monday, June 17th at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, Daylight Time, whatever, Mountain Time. Nathan's going to be back in the office and we're just really excited to do that for you. But I don't even know if we're going to keep that video listed. We might just completely unlist it after the live's over. So make sure you're there. But we're also going to compile all of our data and tell you everything in a video that's coming up really soon, probably next week, if not our normal publishing day on Monday the 24th. If that video is already out by the time you're watching this, you can watch it here. And if it's not, here's some more thumbnail tips right here. And as promised, this hilarious Reddit post. Hope you have it. All the best on testing it. We're so excited to explore this new feature with you guys.